Hey guys, Andrew McFarland from StartAJuiceBar.com here. Hope you are feeling amazing. And today I want to talk about something that's actually really important as it comes to your juice bar business development. Now this might apply to you whether you have a juice bar yet, you want to start thinking about this, and if you do have a juice bar business, you definitely want to be thinking about this. And that is to go beyond just thinking about your business as a local business. You want to start thinking about your business and your brand as a nationwide and eventually a global brand. And when I say this, I don't mean strictly that you want to think about how you can expand your physical locations to be nationwide or global. That might be a part of it, that might be a byproduct, but really what I'm talking about is raising awareness for your brand beyond just your local environment. Now, why is this important? It's important, and this is one of the most important things that you can be aware of, because the more awareness you have around your business and your brand, the more flexibility you have in terms of the ways that you can expand your business, because your audience is everything. And a lot of times juice bar business owners, if you're only thinking about your business as a local business, then you're only going to market it to people locally, which is fine in the beginning, but eventually you want to go beyond that. Because I asked the question to you guys as a community, what are you going to do if a company like Amazon, that we are all aware of, starts moving into your neighborhood and either opening up small juice, like vegan cafes or small cafes where they're doing takeout for people and they're delivering things to people's doorstep, and they can do it faster and cheaper than you can, and it's all organic. You know, we watch them buy a company like Whole Foods for a reason. They know what's happening in the consumer demands and the health food trends. What are you going to do with your business if that's the case? The only thing that you can do to protect yourself in this industry, which is why I always tell you guys to don't compete on price, is to build a brand, to build brand awareness, right? There are companies that I'm sure you knew about, a company called Blockbuster. What happened to Blockbuster? Blockbuster is pretty much completely out of business. There's a company called Barnes & Noble. What happened to Barnes & Noble? Amazon nearly completely destroyed that business as well. They still have a few locations, but they're almost completely out of business. And so the point that I'm making is that technology is the grand disruptor. And people only think, oh yeah, everyone in the hotel industry got disrupted. Oh yeah, everyone in the taxi industry got disrupted by companies like Uber. But what about what you're doing? So in twofold. One, expanding beyond strictly being a local business, and I'm going to talk about how to do this in a moment, but it's going to protect you in building your brand through having more avenues to distribute your products and more flexibility in deciding how you're going to expand your brand. Because let's say even hypothetically you're a company and you eventually want to franchise your business, let's say it's 2 years out or 5 years out, well guess what? It's actually smart to start building awareness now about your business through all media channels, nationwide, globally, so that in the event when you're ready to franchise your company, guess what? Who are going to be the people to franchise your stores? It's going to be people who know about your business. And you don't want to just have a local audience, because you'll oversaturate the market for your own company, and then that will be a detriment to everybody. So you want to have everyone know about who your company is for that reason. But this also goes into distributing other products, because you might find that you've got some kale chips, or you've got some granola bars, or whatever it is that people have a demand for, and now you can distribute it at greater lengths. But in order to do that, you have to build awareness. And a lot of you guys out there, you guys hear me talk about marketing a lot, because this is the one area that most juice bar businesses don't really pay enough attention to. They don't respect it enough. They don't put enough time and energy into it, because they don't see how valuable it is. And so this conversation is about expanding your reach, expanding your territory beyond just being locally minded, so that way when the time comes for you to expand and scale your business, you have the audience to do so. Now let's talk more specifically about what I mean by this. You guys are watching this video on YouTube. YouTube is a great avenue to build audience. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. You guys, most of you guys are not active enough on Instagram. A little interesting metric that I'll share with you, 500 million daily Instagram users. 70% of them are women. 70% of them are women. Who is the direct audience to juice bar businesses? Mostly women, most of the time. So this means that is probably one of your primary avenues to market to your demographic. But beyond that, podcasts, blogs, email drip sequences, all these things that you can email out, but you want to get beyond just thinking about your business locally. How can you provide value to people around the lifestyle, around what your brand stands for, so they can connect to you? So if the time comes where you're competing with a company like Amazon, guess what? Your position is strong because you have genuine connections with the people who you're going to be selling your product to locally, nationally, and potentially even globally. You gotta, the last thing that I'll share with you guys around this is that smart entrepreneurs are ahead of the curve. They can see trends that are coming and they can capitalize on them. You don't want to be in a place where 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're just thinking about doing this, because at that point it might be too late. I always say, if you think back at the time when people started developing websites, at one point in the industry, it was a luxury to have a website. And then at a certain point, it became standard. Right now, we're in that crossover where people think, yeah, it's a luxury to have an Instagram account, and so we'll post every now and again, but it's becoming the standard. Like I said, 500 million daily active users, 70% of them are women. People are on their phones more than they watch TV or anything else. So these are becoming the primary avenues and channels, and the industry, just like all industries, create different baselines of what is acceptable. And you're getting to the point where having social media presence actively is just becoming the standard and baseline in order for you to compete. But if you want to be ahead of the curve, think about really generating high quality content, valuable content for your audience, because that's going to become the new standard at a certain point in the very, very near future. And you don't want to be just catching up and realizing that you're behind the curve and maybe it's too late, because at that point, it may not be good. So be smart, know what your plan is 2 years from now. What is your strategy that you're implementing today to protect and strengthen your position in the future? Don't wait. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you like the video, press the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. And if you want to comment, you can comment in the comment box below. And as I mentioned before, we're now more even active on Instagram. So if you're not following us, follow us at StartAJuiceBar.com, or that's actually just StartAJuiceBar. StartAJuiceBar.com is the website. You can reach out to me there personally if you guys need support in your business, whether it's through marketing strategies or just developing your business from scratch, or maybe you have a juice bar and you want to expand your operations. We can help you with all of it. And so wishing you guys a lot of success. This is Andrew McFarlane, and I'll see you guys soon.